Little Sophie, who had constantly been bullied, took her usual quiet walk to school one bright morning. She had only a friend in her class. Unfortunately, she wasn't going with her because she was ill. Sophie was kind, down to earth, and only wanted to be left alone while she studied, but why was she the target of her bullies? While she walked, she met a stray dog who looked helpless and afraid. Looking around, Sophie wondered if someone may be looking for it. She picked her up and raced back up the hillock she had just descended. She got up only to find Mrs. Gorsey pacing around as if she was looking for something. With the now calm little dog in her hands and shouting for Mrs. Gorsey, she runs up to her, asking, "Is she who you're looking for?" Mrs. Gorsey replied, "Oh dear, that's so kind of you. Where did you find Sony?" "I've been worried sick. I found her on my way to school and decided to check if I could find the owner." "I didn't know she was yours," Sophie replied. "Thank you, dear. You are a savior. Keep being kind and pure-hearted, it will pay off one day. I pray everyone notices how much of a sweet little girl you are." "Thank you, Mrs. Gorsey," Sophie said, walking off. "I have to catch the school bus." Sophie got to the bus stop just in time for the bus. She dreaded her day because of her bullies, but something intriguing happened to her that day. Her bullies would usually meet her at her locker and take her sandwich, but that day, they only passed by and stared at her. She was taken aback, but proceeded to her class, thinking they would probably come for it at lunch. But at lunch, one of them walked up to her and said, "Sophie, this morning, when I was preparing to come to school, I just randomly thought about what we've been doing to you, and I think it's not fair and right. Would you forgive us? You're very kind enough not to start a fight when we bully you, and I hope you forgive us." "We are truly sorry." Sophie's face dropped, and she muttered quietly, "What is happening today?" Short of words, "I forgive you," she said, leaving her table for another. She was shocked, but also joyful as she felt as if a weight had been lifted off her shoulders. Could it have been because I helped Mrs. Gorsey today? She thought silently. Since then, Sophie has been free from bullying, enjoying school and enlarging her friendship circle. Sophie had a breakthrough that changed her life. Keep being kind. You may not know how God will come through for you.